everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Europa Universalis 4. I totally forgot what we did in the last episode. No, I didn't. We fought a very strange war with Aragon that lasted far too long, but ended with them only having one province here. Now, we can declare war on them. I think we have a diplomat fabricating a claim. It's 92.7% done, and we'll be able to declare war on them in May of 1492. 1942 would be a totally different war, I guess. So we can cancel here. We're not going to have... Don't worry about the stability effects yet. Our stability is -1 right now, which is not good. But hopefully it'll get higher after we form Spain, because that's effectively what we're going to do here. We also have some stuff going on in Africa here. Sierra Leone is being colonized. Ivory Coast is being colonized. And all three of these former colonies up here are now full-fledged cities. Now, Africa? Sure, Africa's cool. I'm excited to start making our colonies and spreading our land in, like, the easiest way possible. But I really want to get across to the New World. Now, I took a peek at the overall map when I was selecting my country, which is obviously Castile here. And it seems like Portugal has not found the New World yet, much to my surprise. So we still have a chance to discover the New World first. One thing I want to point out just before we get started here is, first off, Hungary just blobbing out of control like it does in the old gods, and Austria now reduced to literally 2 provinces here, which is something that very rarely happens. As I understand it, Austria typically an enormous power in the Europa Universalis series. In any case, there's also all sorts of stuff going on over here that we have no idea about. Denmark obviously blobbing out of control as well. What did we want to do over the course of this episode? Forming Spain is a big one. What is our next idea for exploration? Global tariffs plus 20%. That's not that exciting, but I still want to kind of get higher anyway. I'm going to save some money in case our stability gets lower. And by the way, a number of people let me know, and like, thank you very much for this, that you don't necessarily need Cape Verde to get to South America. It's just an asset. We can instead kind of ping-pong our way over there without... are these guys protecting trade? Is that what's happening right now? They are. Okay, stop protecting trade. We're going to merge our fleets together here just to create one fleet that we will use to explore. So we'll put an explorer on there. Morocco has canceled the right to military access we generously gave them. We have more slaves. The Ivory Coast has risen up. Man, there's a lot of angry natives in the Ivory Coast. Now, there is a button, by the way, and I'm aware of this button, called the Attack Natives button. It costs us military power, but it also... let's just do it and it'll explain. So we automatically start a battle with the natives, and this lowers the population of the colony a little bit, I believe. Not of the colony, sorry, of the province. So, like, the colony will, when it becomes a city, have a slightly lower tax output, I think. Or input, I guess, from our perspective. But it also makes it much less militaristic, which is why it costs military power and is presumably, in some situations, worth it. We are losing 1.85 gold per month, which I can't really justify. Another thing that people suggested is ask Portugal for fleet basing rights. And they're actually going to be totally okay with this. Each month they will charge us 2.4. But then we can port ourselves over in Cape Verde, and I believe we can then just go to South America and colonize, but I'm not sure if this is indeed 100% correct. So I'm going to eschew that for now, although I appreciate it. And we have gained a conquest, casus belli against Aragon. That is not surprising. Yeah, we need to, like, readjust our armies here. So let's merge these forces together. They're getting huge debuffs, and I'm a big idiot. So we'll just put them together, and then we'll split them in half. And now, are these... yeah, they're set up in a much better way now. And we'll also create a small new unit of 1, 2, 3, like so. And we will send these 3, which are here, onto the boats. And we will start to have them try to find some new islands that might be possible to colonize. Now, we don't have a colony kind of ready to go yet. Or sorry, we don't have a colonist ready to go yet. We have one colonist who is in... Sierra Leone, which is almost done. So this is what we're going to look for. And then, oh, wait, I forgot one last thing that we're going to have to do here. We're going to have to put our ship in port. Sure, someone else has been elected the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. And this is an explorer, so we're just going to apply our explorer to the fleet. And then we're going to start looking into no man's land here and seeing if we can't find some new islands that can help us out. So this is why I like trading in slaves. We get the extra, not penalty, the extra buff for trading in slaves that gives global tariffs plus 10%, which I believe is valuable. Nothing here. And you do get serious... Like, it's risky to be at sea, you know? We've got huge attrition possibility. Sierra Leone has risen up again. Huge attrition possibility on our ship that is kind of scouting out here, which is... Or ships, I should say, that are scouting out here, which is a huge risk for us, and we'll probably end up losing some vessels here. There might be a better way to do this that I'm just not 100% familiar with. So 1492 is fast approaching. As of right now, I'm just kind of looking for an island somewhere that I can colonize. Good, Sierra Leone is self-sustaining, and one of our vessels has been lost, and actually all of our vessels were lost over the course of that. That sucks. We will make Sierra Leone into a core, and with some extra colonial range, it might actually be possible. Like, how far away is this? I can't see because it's not Terra Incognita, but how far away was this province? 191 from Arguin. It might actually be possible from Sierra Leone to get to South America, to get to Brazil. It's going to take us a little longer, but again, it might be possible, which is interesting at the very least. So, you know, with this new colonist that we should have, I'm going to start colonizing... What's the Gold Coast? Gold Coast is actually totally colonizable. That's fantastic. I'm going to have these guys come in here to the Ivory Coast, just to back it up, and then I'm going to... Oh, local nobles' power grows. Gain 5 prestige, lose 1 stability. Ignore him, lose 10 prestige. Ooh, I don't like any of these at all. I can't really afford to lose stability. I can afford to lose prestige. I can't afford to fight 17 noble regiments, I think. Oh, you know, we have 20. But we can just... Okay, order his arrest. We gain 5 prestige, and we fight a small civil war. Hopefully. Oh, no. So we got 2 things going on at once here. First things first. Definitely merge these guys together. We should give them a leader. It's going to cost us military power. But that's a really good leader, actually. We're going to need one when we go to war anyway. And if, oh, our 3 men from the ships actually seem to have made it back, which is great. Okay, so let's have these 23 men come up here and hopefully win this siege, and simultaneously, we will have our conquistador-led army go into the Gold Coast, and we have received an alliance offer from Portugal, which I'm going to decline, because I still want to declare war on them if France decides that they don't want to be a part of Portugal anymore. Okay, so this is gonna... The Gold Coast, I'm assuming, is gonna produce gold for us, which is obviously a huge financial benefit, and we kind of need it. Our economy's in a weird place, shall we say. Good. Let me just see what's going on here, or think about what's going on here. Our settler will arrive in 172 days. So let's wait for another little bit to go by, and then we'll declare war on Aragon and try to form Spain. So what is Portugal's alliance situation looking like right now? It's a target of a coalition of England, Brittany, Burgundy, Provence, Savoy, and Liège. That's pretty nice, actually. That means France could be cut down to size. Oh, and Portugal is now allied with Aragon, but not allied with France. So this could be another situation where we could potentially push in and be able to take Cape Verde again, and this is just, for someone with a pea brain like myself, makes it much more likely that I'm going to be able to take Cape Verde, settle it myself, and then get over to South America. But for now, our number 1 most important concern is obviously taking care of Aragon here. How much would it cost us to raise our stability? It's going to cost us 96 administrative points. I'm okay with that. By the way, we have cores being made here, so this is going to really lower our overextension. So we're just waiting for our colonists to show up in the Gold Coast. Press issue. Castile gains a claim on Alientio. Portugal gains a diplomatic insult, and Portugal hates us. Let's lose 1 prestige. I don't need the casus belli yet. I already have a casus belli on Portugal for Cape Verde, do I not? Yes, okay. That'll expire at some point. But, that's okay. For now, it exists and is great. So, our colonists should be arriving any second now into the Gold Coast. There we go. Alright, so, you know, the Gold Coast, aptly named, we are slowly spreading our own version of gold all the way around the African coast here. And, I'm really hoping that Portugal just doesn't go to war with us when we go to war with Aragon, because that's going to cause some problems. This is the one thing I want them to, like, just break their alliance with. In fact, maybe we should actually go into an alliance with Portugal, and then we'll break it. But we're just doing this exclusively to make sure we can finally form Spain. A royal marriage offered. We're going to decline that. I don't want to make the ties too incredible. I don't want to invest in diplomatic technology either. Let's just wait. We'll declare war on Valencia, or I guess Aragon, As soon as we hit 400 diplomatic power. Good, our overextension is better now. We should be able to invest in military power. Pike and shot, what does this give us? We can build training fields. We can now build march. Cavalry shock is better. Combat width is better. Military tactics are better. I have almost no idea how that affects our play, but I'm happy that it's happened regardless. We can continue to get our exploration ideas. So this gives us plus 20% global tariffs. I assume that is going to be good for our economy. And now that we've done that, why don't we declare war on Valencia? Or again, declare war on Aragon here. And we'll see. Portugal has decided they are not going to join. This is a bad thing to do. Don't do this. I'm not playing on Iron Man mode. But we're going to do some save scum v Aragon. And if this doesn't work out, then we can just reload from here. This is me being impatient, and I know it's going to rub some people the wrong way, but I apologize. You know that you do it as well. Don't deny it. We are going to try to take Valencia here, and we'll just come in here. Please tell me that... Okay, Burgundy have honored their military alliance. Aragon has entered a military alliance with Portugal, but I do not believe that we are at war with Portugal. We are at war with Burgundy, which is maybe an issue. What do we need in order to claim Burgundy's... blockade percent is 100. I don't know if that's good or bad. Aragon's war exhaustion is really bad. So they're going to want to get out of war probably as soon as possible here. Demand tribute. Why can't I get them to... Oh, is Burgundy the war leader? Oh my god. I don't want the... Picardy. Where is Picardy? It's up here. Oh yeah, I was thinking because I remember that from my Crusader Kings game. This is basically... straight up nonsense. Why? If Burgundy is the war leader, can I just negotiate a peace with Aragon directly? Let's show the province here. Aragon. Sue for peace. You cannot negotiate a separate peace with someone who is the target of a war goal. Beats me, man. I have no idea how we're going to handle this. But, I guess we will just do our siege here. The ungrateful natives of the Gold Coast have risen up and attacked us. We're going to be fine. And in fact, you know... Ivory Coast should be colonized maybe by the time this war is starting to end here. I don't want full annexation of Aragon. I just want the war goal. I don't have like any fleet at all right now. It's so bad for trade, but I really just want to get Valencia. I'd buy the province off of you if I had the money or if you would sell it. But you won't, so here we are. And why is Burgundy such an asshole in this situation? That's the real question. But let's talk to Burgundy. Sue for peace. Revoke cores. Well, I can get them to annul all treaties with Aragon. Why is this already at 6%? Peace offer value 6. I guess that's for... Burgundy will renounce their... Oh, because I still have Picardy up here. Okay. Nobody will gain anything. This is stupid. Okay, so I need to get them to, like, cancel their treaty with Aragon or something like that. To a certain extent, I renounce my earlier statement that war is a little bit easier in this game than Crusader Kings. It's got its own intricacies. It's mostly my fault, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. Okay, so we've won the Siege of Valencia. Amazing! Now what do we do? A royal marriage offer from Portugal. Decline. Our colonies continue to be okay down here. We should probably work on building a new fleet, if I had to guess. I just want this province. Is that so much to ask? It's occupied by me. You cannot negotiate a separate peace with someone who is the target of a war goal. So I guess we have to beat Burgundy into the ground here, which means we're going to have to talk to France and ask for military access, to which they are going to say no. Cool. Well, in that case, accept their demands or lose one stability. Let's accept their demands. In that case, we're just going to sit here and let the war score potentially tick up or tick down, as the case might be. And why don't we build some ships in the meantime to potentially start sieging some more Aragonian lands. I don't know if Aragonian is the correct terminology. Build 4 of these bad boys. And this may, at some point, allow me to take more Aragon territory or land my troops, God forbid, in Burgundy and kick them out of the war, essentially. These guys, I like how these guys always... Good, grain will be produced in the Ivory Coast. That's actually not good. I really wanted ivory to be produced in the Ivory Coast. I don't understand war in this game sometimes. Take action, gain 2 inflation. We'll take action. So our war score continues to grow. Amazing. But yet, I still continue to have the inability. I don't understand what's going on here either. I still continue to have the inability to declare a peace. Oh, there we go. Valencia. Give me Valencia. Why won't you give me Valencia? We need 21% war score. Did Burgundy drop out of the war, or did they just finally... Yeah, they pulled their head out of their ass, I guess, and now I can finally take the province that I wanted. Or maybe it was in there the whole time, and I just didn't notice it. If so, my apologies. So, we will have our troops meet down here. Except for this guy. Not our troops, by the way, our ships. Except for that guy, because he's going to get murdered. So, we will have... I don't even want to split the army in half. I just want to create a small new unit. We still have not built any artillery, by the way, which is something I should definitely do to speed up our sieges and just in general make it more likely that I will succeed in battles in general. So another little war score bonus there. Again, Aragon, I am contented to let you live, which you should be kind of pleased with because you were an asshole to me like the entire game. But the caveat is that I need you to just give me this one small province that you still have, which is not even worth anything to you at this point. Like, what are you going to do? It's such a small piece of the puzzle here. And you're not going to be able to stage a reconquest of the Iberian... Okay, Ivory Coast has risen up. Gold Coast has risen up. We should be fine either way. Yeah, we were. You're not going to be able to stage a reconquista of the Iberian Peninsula from Valencia. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. Do we still have the ability to survive here? How are these troops? Oh, we got plenty of troops down there. Good, good, good. So yeah, why don't you just give me this one province and then we can live in peace and harmony. I would actually be your ally if you use your powerful navy to help me fight Portugal later. That would be beautiful. I would be super psyched about that. Portugal, I don't care how handsome my son and or daughter is. I don't want to marry you right now. I want to kill you just to get Cape Verde. Same with Portugal. I'm content. Ah, good. A colonial company has decided to expand a colony into an adjacent province. 2 more colonists arrived in Whyada. I don't know what that is. Oh, cool. So we accidentally created a colony over here. What is this colony all about? The tax income is terrible right now. But we will split our army and then send 3 men in here. Hopefully this doesn't spread us too thin to be able to survive here. The siege of the Baleares is over. Now you can give me Valencia, right? It's done. Peace offer value 5. What is the 5 for? Burgundy will concede defeat. I don't need concede defeat. That's fine. We'll take Valencia. Oh my god, okay. They still will not give us Valencia. So I guess we will take our ships and we will start taking over the Italian holdings as well. We should probably start to hurt Burgundy a little bit because they're the principal assholes, if I had to guess. Oh man. Why are these guys such dicks? Benin wants military access. Sure. I assume that is an African nation that I'm not familiar with right now. Let me look at this for a second. Is the Ivory Coast... It's almost done, but I worry... You know, if we lose Whyada, that's not the problem. Why the hell should I even care about it right now? I'm kind of... I got bigger fish to fry. Lose 1 stability, lose 80 ducats. Oh, god damn it, we'll lose 1 stability. I don't like either of these options, but... You know, the game does its best to put you in a difficult position from time to time, and I appreciate that. It makes the game more exciting as a result. Even if it does scare the shit out of me sometimes. Okay, so I'm just seeing, like, these troops just continue to walk back and forth. I think they're a little bit scared. Who can blame them? I would be scared, too. We only have 3 men. But I'm going to try to land them here and see if I can win this battle. We have, not an endless supply of manpower, but we have a lot of men that I could land in, that I could do, like, an amphibious invasion with here. But we don't have to yet. So let's just take this siege and, presumably, slaves will now be produced in the Gold Coast. No, I want gold from the Gold Coast. And blood for the Blood God, as the Ivory Coast is almost settled here. We're so close to being able to form Spain. I really thought it was going to be a no-brainer over the course of this episode. We'll wait until this siege in Palermo finishes, and then we'll see if the Burgundy-Aragon coalition decides to give me their last remaining province. The ungrateful natives have risen up. We have won the battle. How's our troop situation looking down there? 2. Could be better. We are about to get enough points. We will use administrative tech to go up to the Noble Republic, which will allow us a second group of ideas. And we're going to maybe take a... So we're going to free slot here. I should take something that doesn't require diplomatic power. Expansion's good. It gives us a ton of colonists, etc., etc. But then we would split our diplomatic power between 2 things. So it's probably in our best interest to take maybe economic ideas. So let's do that. Economic ideas will improve our economy, of course, over the course of the entire game. And we should be able to get military technology. No, we're close. Need 550 to get the Star Fort. Ahead of our time, plus 20% for 2 years. That's nice. Anyway, decline for now. The siege is almost over here. It's looking like, anyway. And, you know, if we have to take their other kind of holding in the Sicilian region here, we absolutely can. Good. Sierra Leone is now considered part of our patrimony. Hey, we have a second merchant, actually. I don't really know how trade works in this game. I'm just going to be straight with you guys. But I'm going to send our dude on a trade mission to Sevilla to collect from Oden Cortez or to collect from trade. They're both the same. Okay. Sure. Let's collect from Oden Cortez. More money, I believe, at least, or more trade power, or some kind of resource that will help our forces here. So the Ivory Coast is now... Oh, Sierra Leone is part of our patrimony. Why can't we core it? Or did we already core it? This is already our core. Okay. And what is now... The Ivory Coast is now considered part of our patrimony. Gold Coast is not. Whyada is not even close. It seems like a no-brainer to me to start colonizing the Grain Coast, just to make sure we have kind of contiguous borders here. We have won another siege, which in my mind means we should be very close. How close is the gold? I don't like this at all. Okay, first things first. Free colonies. I believe this gives us one more colonist. So we will do that. Spanish ideas advanced. King, our Spanish ideas have advanced and granted us access to the Spanish Inquisition. We get plus 2% missionary strength. Tolerance of heretics is -1. Tolerance of heathens is -1. But we have +1 extra colonist here. Can we not send this colonist into, like... Oh, no, we can't. I thought we could send him into a place that was already being colonized, just to speed up the rate at which it succeeded. Okay, but now that we won this siege, can we just take Valencia? They'll cede Valencia. We get a penalty. It will cause 0 diplomatic power. Send demand. Okay, beautiful. So we've lost our conquest casus belli. We are going to form Spain. Just give me a mere moment here. Because we've got to get our ship like so. We're not at war with them anymore, so we'll send our ship up here. And good, our diplomat has arrived home from Burgundy. Why he was in Burgundy in the first place is a real question for Burgundy. Like, why did you get involved in this war, you dingle horns? We'll send our troops out of foreign territory, which is obviously killing our diplomatic relations with them. And we'll land them over here on the Gulf of Almera. And beautiful. So, successful war against Aragon. Our fleet is still absolute dog shit, no question about it. You can invest in new technology. We will absolutely get our Star Fort here. Enables Galogla infantry and can now build Star Forts. And we're ahead of our time, whatever that means. Now, with religion, religious unity is already at 100%, so we can't really use our missionaries for anything. I just want to merge our troops together. And now the last thing we have to do is core Valencia. We need 120 administrative power to do so. But then this will allow us to form Spain. So I just want to do this. We have one more colonist, recall, that we can send over here to do something. This is not even close. This is not even close. What is this? One. I'm just trying to think about how we should colonize here. Because we still have not taken Cape Verde. And, you know, we might not need to take Cape Verde. I'm just trying to think about how I would like to do this. Maybe what we should do, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put, I've merged these troops together, which was dumb. I'm going to take 2 infantry and 1 Latin knight. I'm going to select this unit. I'm going to put that unit on the boat. I'm going to take this boat to port. Like so. And then I'm going to give them an admiral. It's going to port, okay. And then I'm going to give them, or sorry, not an admiral, a explorer. It'll cost us 50 diplomatic power. So we'll just, there we go. Please do not die immediately. This is a terrible admiral. He's real bad. But that's okay. And we're going to look for an island that we could possibly colonize. Worst case scenario, we're going to try to land these extra, 3 regiments in our African colonies, which are being spread a little bit thin, like my favorite Smash Mouth song. But we'll see if we can't do something here. So we're going to have our... Why don't we stay next to the coast for now? They only get attrition when they, leave the realm of what they understand, if that makes any sense at all. So we're going to go into Terra Incognita here. Castile gains a claim on Sus or lose 1 prestige. Let's lose 1 prestige. I'm okay with that. I don't need to claim on Morocco right now. A royal marriage offer from Portugal, which we will decline. Please don't die of attrition, or I will be a not happy man. Where did that boat go? It disappeared into the Bermuda Triangle there for a second. Okay. Our colonial range is Is this Portugal? That looks green to me. Our colonial range is 272. Rio Grande is 211. So we can absolutely land a colonist there. Can we send our troops over here? We can indeed. Okay, so if our ship doesn't die, good. On October 12th, 1492, after 34 days out of sight of land, Christopher Columbus and his crew set foot on an island in the Bahamas, which Columbus named San Salvador. They had discovered a new world, and now so have we. So we are huge on prestige now. And there are reports of farmers and miners being more productive than local bailiffs expect them to be. We should investigate if there's anything Castile can benefit from. Let's gain 10 administrative power. And we'll land our troops here, and we'll come to port as well with our ship. As soon as the colonist gets here, please, our ship, don't die of attrition. Don't die of attrition. You only got 2 months left to survive, and beautiful. So now Rio Grande is one of our colonies. This is fantastic. Now, Portugal, obviously, you can't really tell, but it certainly appears like Portugal has discovered the new world ahead of us. Which means, it might be a good idea to try to align ourselves with Portugal and then use our alliance to avoid going to war with them and try to out-colonize them. I don't know if this is going to work out that well for us, but it's cool that we made it happen. So this might be a good time to end this episode. We have indeed discovered South America. It's going to take us a while to start colonizing it effectively. We're about 6 years behind schedule. Portugal is also maybe even a little bit ahead of schedule. But we are also going to form Spain on the next episode. Actually, you know what? I should start doing this. It'll take us like 3 years to form Spain. We're also going to form Spain on the next episode, and this is a big moment for us. So we can stop our colonization of Africa, which has gone pretty well so far, at least until we get more colonists, and then we can colonize it a little more often. What's going on in Europe right now? Austria is now down to 1 province, believe it or not. That's pretty remarkable. Who are the major European powers? Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, the Ottomans, who have still not taken Dulkadir for whatever reason, Crimea, Muscovy. I don't know how long it'll take for them to be able to form Russia, but it certainly looks like it's going to be a possibility. England getting torn apart by France. Of course, this is why I didn't want to go to war with France earlier, but and also Portugal and Castile. As always, thanks for watching, and I will be back next time. I'm going to take care of whatever just happened. Thanks for watching.